guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and joining me today. So let's get into this year's Sephora spring bonus event and what I recommend. Okay, the first thing is going to be definitely this Dermalogica Hydro Brûlure primer. This is pricey but amazing. I used this, I've been using this probably, when did they send me this? Gosh, has it been 9 months or so? 6 months maybe? This blurs fine lines, pores, hydrates and brightens for a naturally flawless skin. It's lightweight, non-greasy primer, minimizes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It mattifies against oily shine and imparts a silky smooth, luminous finish. And yes, it definitely does that. It provides a time-release moisturization. It helps to lock in optimum hydration levels all day, and I can say that is 100% true. This is a fabulous primer if you have not tried it. Tons of makeup artists are starting to use this. There is an anti-aging one as well that I definitely want to try when I run out of this one. So I love this, and you get 0.75 fluid ounces. So it's a really great primer. It comes out white with little beads and it just blurs away to nothing. So it's an incredible primer. Definitely a top recommendation. Okay, next thing, the foundation that I'm wearing today. This is definitely, if I am wanting to feel just like put together and photo ready, if I'm taking pictures for my blog, this is going to be the foundation that I go for most time. So this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. You definitely have to shake this. I'm in the shade Punjab. You get a fluid ounce and it comes with a pump. Sorry, that's so gross. I just got finished using it, but it looks good in person. It looks good in pictures. It's just very photo friendly, HD friendly, and I love it. Now I will say I have to kind of be careful, like in areas that I have lines. I don't want to apply too much. So if you have mature skin, you definitely want to use not too much, if you know what I mean. You only need just a little bit, just so don't get carried away with your beauty blender or your brush. But I love that. I love this. It's really such a good foundation that I feel like it's not talked about enough. So that is a great foundation. You guys, I have worn this concealer now how many times? 3 or 4 times, and like throw all of the other ones in the garbage. This concealer is my favorite. It is the Makeup Forever HD Concealer, and I'm in the shade 20, but specifically this pair right here, the Cover FX Translucent Light Perfecting Setting Powder. It's what I have on today. It is the most bright, I don't know if it's the color combination on me, or I don't know what it is. I know the formula is super lightweight, but full coverage. Like, that is just like the tiniest amount. You'll see in the tutorial that I post later this week. You guys have to try this. I ordered another one of these this morning, and I cannot wait to use that sample up so I can get the full size of the Cover FX powder. So definitely during the sale, try those two things because it's worth it. It is definitely worth it. And that concealer is not all that expensive, especially with the discount. We're gonna move into like powders. Here's a face powder that I have. Didn't really like at first, and then I learned how I like to use it, only underneath the eyes. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in shade 2, and this is a perfect shade for me up underneath my eyes if I am not trying to brighten too much. Like, it's not as bright as this, but it's just a good everyday powder where I can literally just tap it on my T-zone. It's not something I put all over my face, and I typically don't like powder all over my face anyway, unless I need to set something where I need it to last all day long or in really humid weather. So this is a Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I love this. It's a really fabulous powder. It's very finely milled, and it comes in really great tones as well. A couple of bronzers that I'm going to share with you that are just my absolute favorites. We'll start with the one that I'm wearing right now. You can see on my face now. This is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Bronze Bondi. You guys, They come in the most beautiful, this bronzer comes in the most beautiful tones. This is like that burnt, sun-kissed glow. If you're like similar skin tone to me, this is the one to get. There's a little bit of a sheen to it, so I love that. But for like my all-time favorite bronzer, it's actually a Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. And you guys, there's a total trend with me using sheer translucent perfecting powders as my bronzer. It's just because they're lightweight, they don't add any extra coverage, but they really help to just give you that photo ready, very blended, soft, just like that candle glow, if you will. But it doesn't really matter what powder you do with it. So this is the Laura Mercier in number 3, shade 3, and I love this. It's such a beautiful tone. It is so finely milled. If you have not tried these powders, I have one for underneath my eyes and I have 3. I like these better than the Hourglass powders. So if you haven't tried this, definitely give it a try. You will not regret it. And Sephora is great about returns too. So just go ahead and get it. If you don't like it, you can always return it. So those are the powders. For a couple of blushes, this is my favorite summertime blush. I have a By Terry blush that's a cream blush that I love, but this for a powder blush is my favorite. It's the Becca Flower Child, and I have raved about this for years and years, but it is the perfect bright pink, but it's buildable and it's not too much. It's not like bam in your face. It just gives you that really pretty glow with a little bit of a sheen in there. It just, oh, it's very, very pretty. If you haven't tried the Becca blushes, Snapdragon is beautiful. And then this one's my favorite, Flower Child. So give a Becca blush a try. And then if you want a blush palette, I think I've talked about this every year since I've gotten it. This is the Sephora blush palette. I'm wearing this shade and this shade mixed today. You get 6 shades in here. You get 2 mattes and 4 shimmers. This on me is a highlighter, this right here. And this one's a little bit, this is like Party from Tarte. If you have the Amazonian Clay blush in Party, that's very similar. This is very similar to Melba, but a little bit deeper. I'd say that one right there is, sorry, that one. Anyway, so if you want a good travel-friendly blush palette and you like variety, you cannot beat this. I have the highlighter palette like this. This whole palette is $28. So you get 6 in here. And it's just really a great value. And I love the formula of Sephora blushes. They are so good. Okay, a couple of eye items. I could share liners and I could share mascaras. But to be honest with you, I don't really I found the Lash Paradise and I don't spend a ton of money on a mascara anymore. If I get like a wild hair, I will, but I have really just been sticking to that. And for the lower lashes, I'll use just something random like Giga Black by MAC. But if you want a good one from Sephora, the Superhero or the Marc Jacobs mascara. I'll link a few down below if you want me to. But I wanted to mention these 3 items, and they just so happen to be from the same brand, and I didn't even realize it until like right now. This is the shadow that I have raved about for months and months. This is the Marc Jacobs, the Big O is the color, and it's the Omega shadow. You get a whopping, it's huge, like huge. Look, I'm putting it over my mouth. It's so big. This pan size is huge. You will never go through all of this. It's what I have in my crease and on my lower lash line. I love these shadows so much. I love all of Marc Jacobs shadows, but specifically for a transition every day, get the most use out of it. Definitely will hit pan. This eyeshadow is my favorite. And then these palettes. I have the Scandalous palette and this is my newest one, the Flamboyant. These are just great everyday, travel friendly, never break on me palettes. And when you get them 20% off like they are during the sale, or whatever your tier is, it's between 10 to 20%, whatever your tier is in the Beauty Insider. I can't beat it. I can't get Marc Jacobs at, like, for me, the Sephora VIB sale and the spring bonus are exciting, but they're not like, I've been talking this whole time with lipstick on my teeth. That's probably why I never wear colorful lipstick. But I think for me, like, I'm a makeup artist, so I get brands at a bigger discount, like 30 and 40% through companies that are made for makeup artistry and artists. So like brands like Cover FX and Laura Mercier and Makeup Forever, I get huge discounts on those brands already. So for brands at Sephora that I want to buy that are on sale, like Marc Jacobs or YSL or the big name brands, I get excited about those. So these palettes are fabulous. Also, the Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks are what I have on my lid and underneath my lower lash line, mixed with that leopard palette I just showed you. And then these are just as good as the Laura Mercier, if not better. They are the Twinkle Pop shadow sticks, and they are so good, like so good. And also their highliner eye crayons, the liners, they're amazing, and they stay put. All of their eye products that are in like a cream form do not budge once they have set. So all of those are my favorites, and I'll list the other few favorites down in the description bar. I just don't want this video to be so long, and I've already been talking for like 15 minutes. Okay, what everyone's been waiting for, my lip product recommendations. Now, I'm a I am a lip product junkie. I have more lip products than anything else in my collection. I think me and my friends are just kind of like that. We love a good nude lipstick, and then we have some random brights thrown in there. But something I discovered this year, or like around Christmas time or before, are these from YSL. These are the Slim, and this is the shade 11. You guys, how gorgeous is that? And like, you get a ton in there. Let me swatch this color for you. This is the perfect pink for spring. You can nude it out, you can put a gloss over it. It's just a gorgeous product. I love these so much. It's their like comfort matte lipsticks, and they do not dry your lips out, and they fill in those, if you have super liney lips like I do, that will fill it in. So with those, I love Charlotte Tilbury's lip cheats, and this is the shade Iconic Nude. It's what I'm wearing right now underneath this red color, or this bold color. Another lipstick that, of course, I'm going to recommend, Tom Ford lipsticks. I never, ever, ever have bought anything from Tom Ford lip products other than the Lips and Boys. I would not recommend getting their big bullet of lipstick that are like 50 some odd dollars, because they go bad too much. But I've never had one of my boys and girls go bad, and I have maybe 11 or 12, maybe 13 or 14 of them. But this is Bradley, and I have basically a ton of nude ones and a few pinks. Flynn and Bradley are my favorite, and then I'll link the other ones. Like Ian is my favorite. I just got River a couple months ago. I love that one. A beautiful pink is Anderson. It's gorgeous. It's like a matte pink. It's really pretty. But I love Bradley. That's probably my #1 favorite because it's nude. And then Flynn. And you have to get lucky to get those in stock. Okay, for gloss that is just like nothing better than a Marc Jacobs gloss. I have one right here that I love. This is Pretty Thing, or Pretty Little Thing. No, Pretty Thing. But I know you guys are sick of me talking about these glosses. This gloss, White Russian by Buxom. Any gloss by Buxom. Dolly is their most popular, but if you like nude, you will love this White Russian. I have a few of these. This is just a little sample size that I pulled out. But it's a creamy, plumping peppermint, like a minty fresh gloss, and these are the best. They're absolutely the best glosses besides the Marc Jacobs. They're very similar, but I love the color of Sugar Sugar from Marc Jacobs and White Russian from Buxom. So those are my 2019 Sephora Spring Bonus Event recommendations for makeup. Be sure you let me know what you're getting down in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like these type of videos, if you like me sharing my recommendations with you guys. And don't forget to subscribe, because I will be sharing, I have them over here, my skincare, like tanning, hair care, and fragrance options for you guys next week, early next week. So you don't want to miss out on that, because like some even better things that I have not shared with anyone, like anyone. They're like my secret products, because I do not want them to sell out, but I figured it's time to share a little bit of my skincare and all of my my trade secrets with you guys. So we're going to be talking about that. So be sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss out on all of the fun details of that. And yeah, let me know if you like this like island vibe makeup. I definitely recorded it for you guys, and it'll be up sometime next week. So let me know what you're getting down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Ariel Snyder, and I will see you guys in my next video, and happy Sephora shopping. Bye.